In this video, we will talk about how to conduct effective code reviews, so make sure to watch the full video. Code reviews are essential for maintaining a high standard of software quality. They help identify potential issues early, ensure that code is optimized for performance, and promote consistency across the codebase. More than just a process for finding bugs, code reviews foster collaboration within the team, enabling knowledge sharing and professional growth. When done right, they improve the maintainability, security, and scalability of the project while encouraging best practices. However, to conduct effective code reviews, it's important to follow certain principles such as focusing on readability, ensuring proper testing coverage, and providing constructive feedback. By creating a structured and positive review process, teams can work together to produce more reliable, efficient code while reducing the likelihood of introducing future bugs or technical debt. 1. Understand the purpose of code reviews. The primary goal of a code review is not just to find bugs but to improve the overall quality of the software in the team's development process. Code reviews provide an opportunity for team members to share knowledge, align on best practices, and improve consistency across the codebase. They also help reduce technical debt by ensuring that code is maintainable and scalable in the long term. Additionally, code reviews facilitate mentoring, as more experienced developers can guide junior members and highlight areas for improvement. Understanding the purpose of a review helps set a constructive and collaborative tone for the process. 2. Set clear expectations for code quality. To make code reviews effective, it's essential to have well-defined coding standards and guidelines in place. These could include rules for indentation, naming conventions, file structure, and design patterns. When everyone understands what constitutes good code, reviews become more focused and less subjective. Defining these standards helps prevent discussions about personal preferences and ensures that feedback is based on established principles. This also allows reviewers to focus on higher-level concerns like architecture, performance, and security instead of getting bogged down in minor stylistic differences. 3. Prioritize functionality and logic. At the heart of every code review is the need to verify that the code works as intended. Before diving into specifics like code style or formatting, ensure that the code solves the problem it was designed to address. Does the logic make sense? Are there any potential bugs or edge cases the developer might have overlooked? Functional correctness should always be the first priority during a review. This step ensures that the code meets the required specifications and behaves as expected in different scenarios, from typical use cases to extreme edge cases. 4. Check for readability and maintainability. Code is written not only for machines but for other developers as well. Readable and maintainable code is easier to understand, modify, and debug in the future. During the review, ask yourself whether someone unfamiliar with the code would be able to understand its purpose and logic. Are variable and function names meaningful? Are there comments where necessary, explaining complex logic or decision-making? Maintainable code also minimizes technical debt and ensures that future changes can be made more easily, without introducing new issues or requiring extensive rewrites. 5. Review code for security and performance. A code review should include a thorough check for security vulnerabilities and performance bottlenecks. Look for areas where inputs might not be properly validated, or where sensitive data could be exposed. Performance considerations are equally important, especially in resource-intensive applications. Identify any inefficient algorithms, memory leaks, or unoptimized database queries that could slow down the system. Reviewing code from these perspectives ensures that it not only works correctly but also meets security standards and performs efficiently in production environments. 6. Ensure proper testing coverage. One of the most critical aspects of a good code review is ensuring that the code is accompanied by sufficient testing. Tests act as a safety net that validates the correctness of the code over time. During a review, check whether the code includes unit tests for individual functions and integration tests to ensure that modules work well together. Code should also be tested for edge cases, and automated tests should be in place to catch any future regressions. Proper test coverage ensures that the code remains reliable as it evolves and grows. 7. Limit the scope of each review. Effective code reviews focus on small, manageable changes rather than large, unwieldy chunks of code. Limiting the scope of a review makes it easier to catch potential issues and allows for a more in-depth analysis of the code being submitted. Large code changes can be overwhelming and increase the likelihood of errors slipping through the cracks. By reviewing smaller, incremental changes, you create a more focused and productive review process, where both the reviewer and the developer can address specific issues without feeling overloaded. 8. Foster a positive, collaborative environment. The tone of a code review is just as important as its content. Reviews should foster a collaborative environment where feedback is given with the goal of improving the code, not criticizing the developer. Use language that is constructive and solutions-oriented, offering suggestions for improvement rather than simply pointing out problems. Remember, code reviews are an opportunity for learning and growth. A positive review process not only improves the code but also strengthens relationships within the team, making future reviews smoother and more productive. 9. Focus on consistency and codebase. Consistency across the codebase is key to long-term maintainability. During a code review, it's essential to ensure that the new code adheres to existing design patterns, libraries, and practices already in place. Inconsistent code can lead to confusion and errors, as developers may struggle to understand how different parts of the system fit together. By maintaining uniformity in style, structure, and approach, the code base remains cohesive and easier to navigate. This consistency also improves onboarding for new developers, who will find it easier to understand and contribute to the project. 10. Follow up and ensure changes are addressed. Once feedback is given, it's important to follow up and ensure that the necessary changes have been implemented. A good code review process doesn't end with the initial round of comments. Reviewers should take the time to verify that their feedback has been acted upon and that the revised code meets the team's quality standards. This final step ensures that nothing slips through the cracks and that the code is in its best possible state before being merged into the main codebase. Follow-up reviews also reinforce the importance of maintaining high standards across the team. In conclusion, conducting effective code reviews is crucial for maintaining the quality, security, and consistency of your codebase. By following best practices, such as prioritizing functionality, focusing on readability, and ensuring adequate test coverage, teams can catch potential issues early and foster a collaborative environment that promotes continuous improvement. Code reviews are not just about finding bugs but about learning from each other, sharing knowledge, and ensuring that the code is maintainable in the long run. A thoughtful, constructive approach to reviews helps to prevent technical debt, improve performance, and ensure that code adheres to established standards. Ultimately, a well-structured code review process strengthens the overall development workflow, leading to higher quality software and a more cohesive, engaged team. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.